think I'm doing? So I've flown across the world to come to East Africa to hike up the tallest freestanding mountain on this continent over the course of 9 days. Like, how did I get here? At the end of the day, I'm just a city girl who for some reason has this increasing desire to put herself in very difficult physical challenges to test the limits of myself physically, mentally, and emotionally. So now I'm in Tanzania! And we're hiking Mount Kilimanjaro. Let's get comfortable, shall we? Over the next 9 days, I'll be hiking Mount Kilimanjaro. There's about a 12,000 foot elevation gain. It'll be at temperatures as low as negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's gonna be great. I got an email from Kili Warriors inviting me to come hike Mount Kilimanjaro. And I'm not gonna lie, when I got the email, I was like, thanks, but no thanks. No way in hell would I ever want to subject myself to that. And yet, 9 months later, here I am. Things have changed and I am so freaking excited for this. I am nervous, I am anxious. I'm also so proud of myself. So I actually just got in. Today's my first full day in Tanzania. I'm gonna head to the market a little bit because I had to get so much gear and I still need more gear because even though it's not necessarily a technical climb, you do face very, very harsh conditions. So you need to make sure you have the right gear so you don't get frostbite because I want to keep my fingers and my toes preferably. I can't believe I'm doing this. Only in the last few years have I really gotten into these physical challenges. I'm a beach girl and a city girl. Like I haven't had a lot of access to like more intense outdoor adventuring. It's something I have been wanting to push myself to get into. If I can do this thing, I think you can as well. But first, let's head to the local market. We're gonna pick up some more gear as well as pick up some of the food that we're gonna need for the hike, so let's go. At 19,000 feet, Mount Kilimanjaro isn't just Africa's highest peak, it's also the highest freestanding mountain in the world. And this mountain, found in Tanzania, has long held spiritual and cultural significance for the Chaga people who live in its foothills. This trek really first gained popular and global attention back in 1889 when the European explorer Hans Meyer became the first on record to reach its summit, and since then it's really become this lifelong dream for adventurers worldwide. As you climb, you also pass through these 5 distinct ecosystems on your way up, which is fascinating. From the lush rainforest to these open moors into alpine desert until finally you reach an Arctic zone at the summit. Like we're talking literal glaciers. Also, no one is hiking this on their own. Tanzanian law actually requires that all trekkers use a licensed guide company and porters who carry all your supplies and set up camp. And let me tell you, they are truly the real heroes of this trek. I think one of the most special and maybe unexpected parts of this hike is the amazing relationships you build with these locals as you experience every high and low of the trek together. The mountain is a key source of income for many too, so please remember to budget tipping them very well at the end of the hike, as this tourist industry really helps sustain entire communities here.
Come here, you have to explain how you feel in your body, and then
they help you.
Doctor can make it.
Okay.
The special sticks we use it as toothbrush. This one.
Toothbrush?
Yeah, we chip more on the top, then make it a brush.
It's so cool walking through the market and seeing how fresh everything is. This is about to be the freshest food I've ever had. Here. And unfortunately, this still isn't everything, but it's time to pack this up. Oh my gosh, there she is! Move goods! This is insane. Hello. From the base of Mount Kili. Lamoshu Gate is behind me, which means it's the start of the trail. I cannot believe we're here. I'm kind of freaking out. I'm like 70% excited, 30% super nervous, but we're doing this thing. Let's go. We are starting kind of in this like forest zone. I have to meet Shadrach. He's our guide, so this is the one who's gonna be keeping us alive on this journey. What advice would you give for someone who wants to do Kili?
First of all, you have to set your mind. Nothing will stop me.
Exactly. It's that mental strength. And how many times have you climbed this mountain?
I can guess maybe it's 300 times.
300? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do it once. The crew.
What's up, guys? Brett?
Lindsay. Elena. It's the 3 Musketeers. And we're gonna take on Kili. Keep going. Through the jungle.
Elena's having a little bit of a gear malfunction over here.
My camelback is leaking. Oh my god, shit, everything is so wet.
Off to a rough start. 1 hour in, with 9 days left to go, we're already having issues.
You already have a wet booty.
Something very critical would break for me. It's fine, I don't even care, it's fine. Checking in. We're about halfway through the first day. And what's crazy about Mount Kilimanjaro is that you traverse so many different climates. Right now, I am in a tropical rainforest. We just saw the most epic furry monkeys. I have no idea what they are, but they're so cool. That is the cutest little animal I've ever seen. Look how stunning this is. We've made it, day one. Made it to Makubwa camp. Wasn't too bad for a first day. It's so beautiful out. We beat it. Signing in. We made it. Day one in the box. Welcome to my humble abode. Which is honestly pretty cute. And they just brought me water. And so it's time for our skincare routine. And by that, we're going to wash all this mud off my hands and hopefully out of my fingers, but it actually feels so nice. I read, as you do, a million Reddit threads about how to pack for Kili. And I think my favorite advice was to bring snacks that bring you joy. And I am the biggest Haribo fan. Like Haribo, if you see this, I have given so much money to your company. Life is all about balance. Time for my glamorous little sleep. Bisous. See you in the morning. Good morning. We have our hot water.
Are we doing our skincare routine? Where's my invite?
Step one, cleansing. Totally eye cream and road. The shortest routine I think I've ever had.
So you guys pack way more stuff than I did. I
Where's
got a
your skincare?
toothbrush and deodorant.
Clean. Apparently today is a very exposed day. It's cold. Like it was cold as hell last night. We're gonna be exposed to the sun, so gotta get some sunscreen going as well. Yeah.
Feel like gourmet.
It's so good.
I thought it'd be like soup every meal.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This African fruit juice is where it's at. Hello from day 2 on the trail. We're about to leave the forest. And so far, our spirits are high. We're feeling good. As you can see, we've lost some layers. It is so hot. I can't believe how cold I was this morning in comparison. Let's go, Twende.
People who have a bad smell cut the leaves and then you...
So I think we all need this.
Alright guys, gonna be smelling much better now.
African wormwood. Time to freshen up.
Make me smell good.
Yes.
Getting flashbacks to doing our makeup in Jordan.
Yes! I'll insert that clip. This is part 2. You can barely see it, but at the tippy top is where our lunch break is.
It's lunchtime. We made it to lunch.
Hey y'all. So amazed so far how they're feeding us, and we're really easily able to get fresh water because they have like a water pump, and I just feel really taken care of. So I'm so glad that I went with Kili Warriors. We're such an amazing team. Like the guides are incredible and so knowledgeable. The porters are blowing my mind. It's so freeing to just be completely immersed in nature, completely disconnected, and all you can focus on is just one foot in front of the other, poli poli as they say, which means slowly, slowly, and enjoy it along the way. Like I'm having a lot of fun. Hi! We have Kilongo. Yeah. You want to say hi? Hi. He's the best. So there is our camp. And there's Kili. This is the best you have gotten. Made it home, sweet home for the night. And we have an insane view of Mount Kilimanjaro. It's only night 2 and I am shocked at how cold I am. It's like a -3 or 4 Celsius, so like in the low 20s. And this is only night 2. We have 6 more nights of just increasing altitude. They gave us a hot water bottle, and this is my new boyfriend. Just gonna cuddle it all night. And so today we went from 9,000 feet elevation to 11,000 feet elevation, and so far, no altitude symptom. Feeling good. I'm taking Diamox, and at the end of this trip, I'll be taking doxycycline for malaria. Sexy. Another night in my humble abode. Bon nuit. Sleep tight. Good morning. Oh, she has risen. Can't say I slept very well last night. Bringing sexy back. 8. I see ice outside. That's why I was so cold. Day 3, baby. We're like, it's one thing to trek 9 days through wilderness. It's another thing to do it in freezing temperatures every day. Really adds to the whole experience. Okay, I believe in myself. We got this. Let's go. Feeling clean. Ready for a new day. Our morning check-in. This is the only mirror we have.
Only mirror.
That's looking kind of cute. All right. I've looked better. Brett is my Diamox king. Bottoms up. Time for my medical check. Check oxygen levels and heart rate to make sure everything's okay.
92.80. You're in the 90s.
I feel good about that.
Good.
We have the monster of Mount Kilimanjaro behind us. And let's hit the road. Backpack nap. This is my home now.
We're living here forever.
We made it. Hello. So I'm journaling right now. Wanting to get to the bottom of this human desire to push yourself to these physical and mental limits. Go on these adventures that force you to reach into like the deepest part within yourself. It's so beautiful. Not me already getting emotional. It's the altitude. I'm fine. I'm fine. As someone who is really hard on themselves, excited about the future, but also feels a ton of anxiety about not knowing where I'm going or who I'm going with, doing something like this reminds me I'm gonna be okay. I'm so capable. We are capable of so much more than we even realize. Like, we limit ourselves so much. I think I'm feeling myself tap into this strong and overwhelming and empowering feeling. Okay, that's enough for me. Let me show you the view. Sante sana. Good morning from day 4. No days off with skincare, even though I've never been dirtier in my life. I think what's beautiful about these hikes is how you gain so much gratitude for the little things that I would never think twice about, like a bowl of hot water. This towel is absolutely covered in dirt at this point, but we make do. Day 4, making progress. Let's get it.
Peace of mind carried me above the clouds. Proud of us.
The fog just rolled in so quick. But you can see Mount Kili behind me. I gotta say, today was definitely a bit more challenging. I'm finally feeling the symptoms of altitude sickness. Pretty gnarly headache and just the fatigue. Like the sleepiness, like you're really sleepy and you have really weird dreams. I have had some of the most vivid, strange dreams I may have ever had. We started with 5 hikers and we're down to 3. The 4th actually also dropped off today. She just felt like it was too much, and you know, I respect that decision. You have to trust your body on something like this, and sometimes the altitude does get the best of you. Because if you're just throwing up nonstop and you're not sleeping at night, like you don't have the energy to keep going. We have 2 more days until it's finally summit day. Can't believe we're at like 14,000 elevation. We are up here, we are above the clouds. It's so windy, it's literally shaking the camera. I had to just scoop out a massive spider that was about to crawl into my sleeping bag and throw it outside. Thankfully Brett helped and put it on my, oh God. I will say, we were checking with our guide and I feel like some of the stories we talked about started to spook us all a little bit. People getting sick and issues that arise. I think I've been a little lighthearted about it. But you also need to be paying attention to your energy and your heart and your breathing and your headaches, because these are all things that could potentially be really, really dangerous. It was a bit sobering going to bed tonight. Hopefully I don't blow away tonight. We'll see. How's everyone doing?
A little cold, but you know.
Yeah, I'm really trying.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. Good morning. Day 5. Look at this. I feel like I'm in the middle of a Hans Zimmer soundtrack right now. So otherworldly, every day offers something new.
Feeling really good today. Just intense that we're in like the abyss of a cloud.
A little harder to breathe today. We're taking it slow, pull it. Oh, one more time.
One more time. Wadi's in Paris, and they forgot to take this off. I swear to you, I'm not a thief. I'm not gonna walk around with this tag on my face.
We're doing the fit check. I got my poncho here keeping me dry.
I have my Arc'teryx shell and my waterproof pants apparently I stole.
I have my North Face shell, REI pants, and my little bag rain cover.
And then Shedrock. What are we wearing here?
I just have still have my puffy because I think the fog is not too strong.
This is Colombia.
This is Colombia.
Love the fit, man.
We made it! I think we're the last people on Earth.
On Mars?
I think we're on Mars. Hey guys. Hi. Good morning. Oh my God. Oh my. Wow, I look crazy.
I look so crazy.
I'm gonna be climbing that.
Climb that beast.
24 hours.
It's our last full day before summiting the tallest mountain in Africa. Well, I'm mentally preparing myself, but honestly, feeling good. It's looking very steep though, I can't lie.
I miss you, mama. I miss you, mama. I miss you, mama.
Get in there, Elena.
Jambo. Jambo bwana. Nzuri sana. Wageni. Wakaribishwa.
Narongai. I didn't know Lindsay was such a good dancer.
I know.
Dance party at, what are we at, 13,000 feet?
Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit loopy.
Hey, hey, we got backup dancers coming in. Hello. Day 6, we made it to School Hut, which is the last base camp before we summit. I am so in awe of my little body for getting me up here, and we're summiting tomorrow at 3 a.m. So you have to get up at 3 a.m. You can obviously hear in my voice, like, the elevation gain is no joke, like, so much harder to breathe up here. And before we head off on our acclimation hike, I want to thank today's sponsor, which is BetterHelp. Doing something like this is really like a test of the human spirit. Part of the reason why I have built up the confidence to do something like this that I would have never done years ago is thanks to therapy and speaking with someone who's helped me develop the confidence and give me the tools to feel comfortable believing in myself. So if you've never heard of BetterHelp, BetterHelp helps connect you to a licensed therapist who's trained to basically talk to you and listen to you and give you unbiased advice. Just go to their site, you answer a few questions, and BetterHelp connects you with a therapist who has years of experience helping people with struggles just like yours. What I love is that you can do it all from your phone or computer. I say this every time, but like clearly I'd be traveling the world. It's so helpful for me to be able to speak with people on the road and maybe prefer messaging or video messaging or phone call. Like, you have all the options at your disposal. It's the easiest way to start talking with therapists, so let BetterHelp help you, help yourself, and start speaking with a licensed therapist today. You can go to BetterHelp to sign up today and get started, and if it's your first time and you sign up with the link in my description below, you'll get a little discount on your first month. And on that note, we gotta get back to hiking, y'all. We're doing our acclimation. Look at this view. Are you kidding me? Crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Are we gonna blow away? We're somewhat alive. It's 2:30 a.m. We decided to have a sleepover. How's everyone feeling? Now we have to get out and go hike up a mountain for, I guess, collectively 12 hours. Let's go.
More hours of going up about 45 to 50% incline. This is really hard. God. I think I underestimated it. This is hard to I've literally never seen anything like this in my life. I'm like, am I hallucinating? Maybe. This trek is about mental resilience more than anything else. Each step increasingly is more strenuous. Oxygen becomes thinner, your legs feel heavier, and it's that determination and inner strength that really kicks in. And I'm learning that reaching the top isn't about just conquering a mountain, it's overcoming these inner doubts and fully and completely trusting in yourself. And after well over a week of camping and hiking, and then finally an additional 9 hours of hiking through the dark night and the freezing cold windstorms, finally peeked through the fog, signaling making it to the roof of Africa, I immediately felt overwhelmed with the feeling of being enough, of being more capable and more strong than I've ever given myself credit for. Ultimately, summiting Mount Kilimanjaro is a reminder that while the journey is difficult, the rewards of self-discovery, of a greater purpose, and feeling fully human and alive are worth every step. It takes courage to leave your comfort zone, but I think that's what life is all about.